It's not every day you hope that you're wrong. And I'm about to talk about something I really, really hope I'm wrong about. And I apologize if I'm right. Coming up next.
The following announcement has been paid for by
the ENN Podcast.
He has a good energy, you guys.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Sports.
Can you feel it? Can you feel that excitement?
The merchandise, wearing the hats.
Chris Wild here live from Lincoln Financial.
And I'm telling you, if you let Eli Manning walk into that stadium and make you look stupid and get a Giants W.
Music.
Wow. Whoa.
And more.
What's his next book going to be called? Spineless?
like
Love it when that beat drops, especially during draft week here at the ENN Podcast. I'm the good brother of Broad Street, the reigning 2020 Big League Fantasy Football Champion and professional wrestler Chris Wild. And as I said yesterday, there's going to be a lot of smoke being thrown around concerning teams in this draft, and the Eagles are right in the middle of it. And yesterday's rumor about them trading up to get maybe Justin Fields was a little bit more exciting to some than this next rumor that I found on Bleeding Green Nation about the Philadelphia Eagles at 12, possibly taking defensive end Kwity Paye. Now, what I want to apologize for and what I hope I'm not right about, as I said in the open, was last year during the draft, right dead smack into the beginning of the pandemic, I did a video looking white as a ghost, secluded in some closet with little Carson, about the Eagles taking a couple of wide receivers in the first that I thought they could get in the second round, and I hope that they didn't take in the first, that being Brandon Ayuk, who went to the San Francisco 49ers, and the Philadelphia Eagles' very own Jalen Reagor. Let's take a look at that.
So, yeah, I mean, at 53, or maybe, if they have to trade up in the second round to get them, yes, but at 21, goodness gracious, no. Absolutely not. Again, if my guys are gone and Reagor's sitting there at 21, I'd rather them take a linebacker. We talked about Patrick Queen. I've also seen Kenneth Murray possibly being available at 21 as far as linebackers go. I'd rather them pick them or a top-notch corner because, look, let's face it, the Eagles don't have a number 2 cornerback. I mean, Sidney Jones, who knows what's going to happen with Sidney Jones. Rasul Douglas is probably out of here. All their other corners that they've picked up are basically slot corners, and then you got Darius Slay. So they're going to need another corner. Let's just be honest here. That's a pressing need. Not as big as wide receiver, but it is there. And if they can get one of these top, C.J. Henderson type cornerbacks at 21, I'd much rather them take him than Jalen Reagor. So
there you have it. I mean, I absolutely did not want them taking Jalen Reagor at 21, and it looks like I was right about that. Now, this video is another guy that I don't want them taking at 12, and that's Kwity Paye from Michigan, defensive end who is basically a Brandon Graham clone. Now, this report by Brandon Lee Gouton of Bleeding Green Nation comes from Tony Pauline, who basically hit the nail on the head last year with Doug Peterson being unhappy in Philadelphia. He also predicted they would take Jalen Reagor. Back in 2015, he said that they would sign Byron Maxwell, so he has been right about a lot of Philadelphia Eagles news. And look, this, as I got from Brandon Lee Gouton, this passes that sniff test. I mean, this is the type of guy, Kwity Paye, that Howie Roseman absolutely loves. I mean, look, and please don't make me, I do not want to come on here and start saying bad things about Brandon Graham. I mean, he's an absolute legend and hero in this city for what he did in the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots and Tom Brady. But let's be honest here. Brandon Graham has not had double-digit sacks since he's been a Philadelphia Eagle, and it took him a long time to develop. Now, obviously, we do not want to see that. We do not want to see another guy that's not going to have double-digit sacks, another edge rusher that is going to take a while to develop, just not this year, not at pick 12. If you were picking later and you already had a good team, then maybe that's a possibility. But let's take a look at Kwity Paye right now as we prepare for, in my opinion, what would be a worst-case scenario for the Philadelphia Eagles. Kwity Paye, as I said, from Michigan, is a hand-in-the-dirt defensive end. He only played 4 games last year, obviously due to everything going on. Had 16 tackles, 4 for a loss, and 2 sacks. Now, look, this guy is a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm not trying to disrespect him in that way. He's very fast. He's got speed. He's got great burst. He's got agility. He's a very athletic defensive end. He can tackle. He's good against the run. However, where he's weak is lack of production. I mean, we talk about Brandon Graham's sacks in the NFL, and I look at Kwity Paye, and I see, in over 4 years with Michigan, the guy only had 11.5 sacks. That's it. And I know sacks aren't the end-all, be-all for an edge rusher, but one of the things that I got tired of as a Philadelphia Eagles fan the past couple years is the lack of pass rush. I mean, there were games where we absolutely could not get to the quarterback. Now, against bad offensive lines, we did pretty decently, but against top-notch offensive lines, we were not getting the job done, and I don't want a guy that can't get to the quarterback. Now, I spoke to my stepdad, who is a major Michigan fan. I mean, if there's one guy that knows Michigan football, it's him. He could probably name every player of the past 5 or 6 years to don that blue and gold. However, when I asked him about Kwity Paye, the only thing that he said was, he's fast, he can get to the QB. Now, obviously, again, for a diehard Michigan fan, not to be absolutely raving about this guy, to me, says something. Not a guy that I want in the top 12. Kind of like last year, I feel like I'm saying the same things. The Eagles need wide receiver, and they need a top-notch cornerback. That's what I want. To me, and I'll be saying this until Thursday, and I'll be saying it after Thursday, there's 4 guys that I want the Eagles, that I will be absolutely ecstatic if the Eagles get at 12. That's Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Patrick Surtain, and J.C. Horn in no particular order. I would love any one of those guys. If they get a guy like Kwity Paye or an offensive lineman that I haven't heard of, I'm not going to be too happy. If it's a Rashawn Slater, I get it. He's a good player. I will be okay with that. But when it comes to another Michigan undersized defensive end, I just don't want it. I don't want to see it happen. And again, I hope that this video, I'm not looking at this next year saying I was right. I really want to be wrong here. I really absolutely want to be wrong, but it seems like such a Howie Roseman move. And I know you all are thinking it just like I'm thinking it, guys. So hopefully that's not the route they go. Can I walk out of a draft? I said this to Brian Feely, a subscriber, yesterday. I just want to walk out of the first round feeling happy. I just want to be happy. And I think we all want to. After a horrible 2020 season, the Philadelphia Eagles owe it to us. It feels like years since the season ended with all the Carson Wentz drama, all of the management shakeup that's going on, all the new coaches, the lack of cap space and free agents signed. It just has been such a long offseason already. Give us something to cheer about Thursday night. And with that being said, guys, look, if you have not subscribed and you are a viewer, please hit that subscribe button as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I've been saying it, 1,000, 2,000, let's get it, let's go. And let's go right to the NFL Draft Thursday, as I'm looking forward to a live stream where we can react together. With that being said, stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds, and I'll see you later.
Eagle Nation to stand.